Modesto. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Get your sons, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s.
All right, Coach, we have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now, blue 80.
Right there, 54 miles. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Ready, 9. It's fast.
Carr now on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run him with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And a middle. Gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Monday, down. 188.
Watch the before.
Raider 2.
Hey, top it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Washington's got it. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington. His first touchdown on the year. As his guy. Guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Colts nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 55. 70 ending. 55. Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch. He's checking.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Throwing, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
Hey, check. Watch it, you five. Three buds.
Here's Brissett. And he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jacobs now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here I come again. 6-18. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Mike.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
29. Hey, Haywood. Express.
To throw, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this down only to the 18. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Jacobs, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after one. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brissett sets to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on the last drive, but fell incomplete. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Purdue.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's got room. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 77 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Indy. 58 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
You're mine. Move. Express.
Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Break one down. 29. 29. Switch. Hey, wahoo. 93. Raider one. Let's get the ball. Check safety. Hey, Echo. Express.
Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down now, it's Jacobs. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's got it to Williams. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This one fielded at the 5. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 50-yard line.
Mike 51. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. Tell me the ending. I hope you brought your luck because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 55.
Brissett to throw on first. Keeps himself, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Slam.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Come on. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check the backer. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set them back 5. That's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go, Mike. Express.
Carr going to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike down. We're good.
From the 36, Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Carr now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 27 yards on the gain there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Any weapon.
To throw, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. A first down throw for Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Brissett now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 55. Check 55 to Mike. Hatchet. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Yeah. Check right. Watch 55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. That's it.
Brissett. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Go to base. 25 to Mike. Zoom. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. And watch that. And watch the ball. At 25.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. You don't want none. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike.
Brissett. Flush to his right. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. We're set on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run it with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. It's a game of
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll try to run with Hines. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. looking to run with Mack. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Try and pick it up through the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On second down, Washington. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get